Hi everyone, it's Kerchi, and today I am going to take you on a tour of my valley. I said I wasn't going to do a valley tour yet because I'm not 100% happy with my valley, but since people have been asking for decoration ideas, I figured I would just show you guys what I have so far and hopefully decorate more in the future when they increase the item limit. So let's start with Peaceful Meadow because this is where I live. So we're gonna go over here. This is my house, and as you can see, I'm still decorated for Easter. And this is actually something that I planned when laying this out. I always want a spot for the holidays when they release holiday items, so that I can decorate according to what holiday or event is going on. And on the right side of my house, it's the same thing. It's just extra space for holiday decorations. So right now I still have the Easter stuff, and over here I have my little bunnies because I'm still in the Easter spirit. They haven't released a new event yet, so maybe come June I'll have some summer stuff around my house. But yeah, this is just a cute little area to add whatever event furniture is going on at the time. And then on the other side of my house, I have my Alice in Wonderland tea party setup. And this is one of the first designs that I made when I started playing the game. And I just really love this because I love decorating with food. I can't wait to get Alice in the game. She's pretty much going to be my new best friend. And then obviously you guys have seen this giant castle from my premium shop showcase videos. I am rocking the giant castle house skin, and I pretty much designed the rest of this around it. So I wanted to use these fancy hedges and this red carpet to make it look like I am a royal, even though I'm dressed like Sully right now. Oh, hi Stitch. He's so cute. And then right outside my house, we get to Wally's garden. Wally is actually my favorite character right now. Of course, after they add Alice, she's gonna be my new best friend, but Wally is my farming buddy. So I wanted to give him a really nice area. So this is his garden, that's his house, and a lot of people actually try to hide his house because it's not the most attractive. It does look like a garbage dump, I'll admit, but I wanted Wally really close to me so that when I come out of my house, I can just run over to him, have him follow me, and we can do some pumpkin farming. And I did use these trellises to kind of hide his house a little bit, so it's not too obvious. And hopefully the whole garden here kind of distracts from the fact that his house isn't very nice. And over here, I just have a mini garden. I have planted some crops that belong in this biome, and I just wanted a cute little farm just for looks. And then around it, I put my fruit trees and bushes. And then over here is Goofy's stall. And right in that garden actually is Kristoff's stall. So everything here is just conveniently placed for me so I can go from one to the other. So on top of making my valley look pretty, I still want it to be functional so that I don't waste my time running around the place. And then over here is Merlin's house. And I wanted to give him a very magical, mystical aesthetic. So I put the golden brick road down here and I covered it with some stones to make it look like a path. And then I put a bunch of books here. And as you can see, a bunch of characters love to hang out here, which further confirms my theory that the more decorated a place is, the more characters will actually come and hang out there. So I put some bookshelves here, a bunch of books, and then I got this scroll recently, so I thought that fit here real nice. And then I put these little, what are these called? The Celestial set. I don't remember if they were from the deluxe edition, but I wanted to find a way to use them in my valley somehow, and they fit with Merlin's aesthetics. So there you go. And then on this side is Mickey and Friends. Here is Goofy's house. I just wanted to keep this as simple as possible. I didn't want to over decorate here, partly because I don't know which other characters they're adding, so I want to leave space for them, and also the fact that I'm trying not to hit that item limit. So I just gave them a cute little simple setup with these two light posts and white picket fences. And then I wanted to give each of the characters just a little bit of food or snack that I think they would eat. And these popsicles, I think they're called, are perfect for Goofy because he's a dog, even though some people say he's a cow. I think he's a dog. And then over here is Donald's boat. And some time ago, someone came up with the idea of putting Donald in a pond instead of in the ocean. So I ran with that idea and I gave him this cute little cozy path. And then I put Stitch's drawing of him here because I thought it was really cute. And the fact that Stitch loves to mess with Donald. And then I wanted to add a couple park benches here and there just to give it a feel that we're in a public park and we can sit here and relax, watch the scenery. And then these are Minnie and Mickey's houses. So of course they have to live next to each other. And with Minnie, I pretty much use the same concept, just the same light post, same white picket fence to give it a cute little cozy neighborhood feel. And then for her, I put a fancy little couch and a flower pot, and she is eating crepes and fruits. I don't know why I thought she would like those. Do you love your house, Minnie? And then Mickey's house, I gave him a cute little bike. I know this is Wally's bike, but I thought it fit here really nicely. And then for him, I gave him this bowl of berries, which we all know are cheese balls, okay? And the Mickey waffles. And then he has his Mickey and Minnie furniture, which is really cute. So yeah, I just kept it simple here for Mickey and friends. I don't know if they're gonna add Daisy or Pluto or whoever else, but they would all pretty much live here. And my plan is to have all of Mickey and friends in this area. So we'll see. Can't wait to see what other characters they add here. And then this is my long walkway to the plaza. I also put my well right in the middle because I love convenience, and I also really love symmetry, so I wanted to put just bushes and flowers on the sides. I also have these fancy columns. This is what the columns look like. I put the Mickey arch right in the middle there. And again, that long red carpet just to make it look extra fancy. And then I used these Mickey, Minnie, and Donald Centennial statues. I thought they looked really cute and they fit here really well because this is where they live. So these statues represent them, and I love how shiny they are. Now we are heading over to the plaza, and you guys saw my build of this recently, but we'll do a quick tour for those who haven't seen it. So my plaza is the only place right now that is 100% fully designed, which means no more room for anything, no room for new characters unless I rearrange the whole thing. And I pretty much turned it into a Disney theme park. So here is Scrooge's shop, here is Remy's apartment, Remy's restaurant, and I wanted to create a little Main Street kind of feel for the middle of my plaza. And then on this side is where the theme park begins. Here's my teacup ride. I have the Disney balloons from the latest Star Path, a cute little picnic area with Disney themed food, another picnic area because I just really love beautiful cozy areas that I can just take screenshots of. And over here is this little game that I set up, the strength game, and these are the little rewards. We have cute little toys, and then right through this curved pathway we get to the giant Disney Ferris wheel, and right back there we have the kiosk, and these are the new Small World columns, the colorful kind that play music. And then on the other side we have Woody's house, and for this side I made it super colorful. I wanted to look like an actual Toy Story land, so I added these giant block columns, and on this side is just a pathway to this mining node. I didn't really know what to do here, so I just added some balloons and a nice pathway here. And then I wanted to add these spaceships and these vehicles to make it look like those 25-cent rides you can ride at the mall. And here is Dumbo's ride, very beautiful. And then over here I just put a couple benches and trees so that I can fill in that space a little bit, but also have some spots for the characters to sit. And they do sit on these, which is really cute. I love when they use the furniture. And then back here I have the dragon plant, which many people have told me his name is not Dragon Plant. His name is Figment, and he's from Epcot. But you know what? I don't go to Epcot. I don't know Epcot. So yeah, his name is Figment. I learned my lesson. Don't get these characters' names wrong. And lastly, I just added these cute little houses so I can have a bunch of animals running around. If you guys don't know, you can activate these animals. It's 4 per house. So I have 4 here, and 8 more here. So I just have a bunch of animals running around my plaza, and it looks really pleasant. And if you guys want to see the entire build of my plaza, you can check out the video on my channel. Get some fun ideas and fill out that plaza a little bit. I think this is the one where people decorate first because this is where we first start, so it just makes the most sense. Now we are gonna go through to Ariel's house, which is one of my favorites that I've designed. So we are here in Dazzle Beach, and right away we see Ariel's gorgeous, gorgeous house. And it took me a while to get all of these sea anemones, sea plants, whatever they're called. But I have quite a few now, and as you can see, I went pretty crazy with them. So firstly, I love arches. I love archways, and I wanted to use the blue balloons because they look like bubbles and they fit her aesthetic, so I used it here. And it's also a nice entryway into her house and into Dazzle Beach. And right away we see this shell couch, and it's just a cute place to relax. And I have seen Ariel sitting here herself, and it gets me so excited because it means she likes it, even though they're just bots and have no sentient thoughts. And I just added a couple more balloons here to match the balloon arch, and then we can enter Ariel's house. And right behind her house, I put a bunch of lilies because I love that they glow in the dark. All of these glow in the dark, which look really gorgeous. I'll show you guys nighttime mode later, but you can put lilies in the ocean, and I thought it was really cute. So I went crazy with it and put a bunch all over her house. And right through this walkway, we have Prince Eric's castle. And for his castle, I wanted to go with kind of a prince regal theme because he is a prince. He's not a merman. So I wanted to just use a little bit of sea life around his house, but not all the way in his house because he's still a human. And I put a piano. I don't know why I thought he played the piano. Does he play the piano? I don't know. And his statue, of course, his statue that just looks very plain and doesn't look anything like the statue in the movie. And right behind his house is one of my other earlier builds that I posted on Reddit. He has a sushi buffet, which is very morbid, but you know what? He spends a lot of his life out at sea. There's no way he didn't eat fish. There's just no way. Maybe now he has sworn not to eat fish because he's literally married to a fish, but I don't know. I think secretly he still eats fish. So this is his area to just relax and read a book, eat fish, explore. And now we are gonna go through to... By the way, I did these recently because I wanted a way to connect the walkways, and I really love how it looks, especially these super tiny sea anemones and anemones. I just messed that up. They look really cute. Oh, hi Ariel, do you love your house? Yes, it's amazing. Thank you. I love these towers too. What do you call these? Seashell towers? I'm just making these words up. I'm too lazy to find it in my catalog and actually see what they're called. But these are also really gorgeous, and these trees glow in the dark as well. I can't wait to show you guys nighttime mode for real. You will flip out. And then this is where the sea aesthetics end, and we get to more of the beachy aesthetic. So this is where Buzz and Stitch live. I wanted to put their houses side by side because they just look like they belong together. It looks like someone actually lives in this house and this is their RV, even though Stitch lives here and Buzz lives here. So first off, for Stitch's house, since he has a cute little Hawaiian aesthetic, I wanted to add a picnic table with some finger food. I don't know, maybe something that you can get at your local fast food shop. So I have burgers, fries, coconut drinks, and here is the hammock they recently added. And I put it under these two curved palm trees, and it looks really nice. Now onto Buzz's area. I wanted to create kind of a semi-chaotic beach scene. Like we're here with our friends and family, we're hanging out, we're reading books, eating snacks, playing the guitar. And it really looks like we took our RV out here, camped out here, and we're just having a nice day at the beach. I really like this area. I think this looks the most realistic in terms of what someone would actually do in real life. And then over here, I just have an ice cream area because it's summer, it's hot, and we need our ice cream. And back here, I just had to add an outhouse so that it looks a little bit more realistic. It's behind the RV, and you gotta have an outhouse when you're at the beach. No peeing in the water, please. I didn't know what else to do with my well. I thought I would just leave it here because it's in the middle and I don't really know what to decorate around it right now. And then we get to Moana's house. And her house is actually one of the first houses I decorated. So I added these torches, which again look really nice at night. And for the floor, I did this pattern where I used one type of flooring to make this curved shape, and then I used another type of flooring to add these little dots, and it gives it a little bit of a tribal look. And over here is her little fish buffet, so delicious. And then she has a little coconut area here. I think the story I made here was like she's opening these coconuts and she's using them for different purposes because there's quite a few coconut furniture in the game, so I just wanted to stick them all here. Maybe she's doing arts and crafts with coconuts, I don't know. And then I added this cute little pool, and then I wanted to put Maui at the front. I thought it was too cliche to put Maui statue next to Maui's house, so I just put it in front of Moana's house since he is a demigod and he does have a powerful presence. And again, I wanted to keep the fruit trees and the fruit bushes in the biome that they belong. I've seen a lot of people, my husband included, take all of their fruit trees and bushes and put them in one spot so that they can pick them all at once and they can have a cute little orchard. But I wanted to keep mine in its rightful biome, and it also kind of forces me to decorate with them instead of just like keeping them on the side. And I don't like things that look too uniform because it looks too fake, so I wanted to kind of use them in a more natural way. Oh, and back here, I didn't really do anything. I'm thinking maybe when they add the Atlantis characters, I'll have more Atlantis furniture to put here. There are a few ruins I can decorate with. I just don't think they fit here right now, so I'm leaving that as is. There's Goofy's stall. And here is Moana's boat. I did decorate her boat just with trees and rocks. Although I feel like I might have over decorated it a bit, and I might remove some things just because I am hitting that item limit pretty close, but from this angle, her boat looks really cool with all the trees around it, so I don't know, maybe I'll keep it the way it is. And then over here, I have done nothing. I really have done nothing here. I stuck Maui's house here because I don't know what to do with him right now, and I don't know who's coming here. People are saying maybe Peter Pan, Captain Hook, and depending on the character, that's where I get my inspiration for decoration, so yeah, I'm not sure what to do with Maui right now. A little uninspired at the moment. And then we still have this to clean up. So once this is gone, maybe I'll start decorating. Now we are heading over to Forest of Valor and wait till you guys see what I've done here. Which is nothing. I've done nothing here. This is quite empty. There aren't any characters at the moment that really fit here. That's why this is empty, but I'm gonna show you guys what I did so far. So I did decorate my well a little bit. I added some trees and some paths around it. And what do you call this thing? This orb henge, stone henge orb. I did put some rocks around it. This one doesn't belong here. And then I did decorate Goofy's stall. I just wanted to add something. I couldn't leave this biome completely empty. So yeah, here's just a cute little pit stop in the forest for you to buy your goods. And again, I kept the fruit trees and bushes where they belong in this biome. And now we are heading over to Elsa's cave. I wanted to just keep this simple. So I put her little frozen couch on the front here and just a couple fountains. I actually got these fountains recently, right before I recorded this video, so I stuck them on here. I had to use them. And these gems are perfect for her aesthetic because they match her cave and they all glow in the dark. So when you guys see night mode, it's gonna be amazing. And what I did here is I just followed the outline with the crystals to kind of make that divide a little more obvious from ice to grass. Now let's go to the other side before we go to Frosted Heights. This is one of my favorite areas that I designed, and this is Anna and Kristoff's house. I love what I did here, actually, if I can toot my own horn, because this is just another creative way to do paths. I kind of gave it this V shape, and I love using these stones. I have used these stones all over my valley, and in my plaza build, these stones are a lifesaver because they're a great way to cover the paths. The paths in the game aren't very good. We all know that by now, but you can use these stones and rocks to cover the edges a little bit and give it an illusion of that shape that you want. And this is the literal frozen fountain from the premium shop. I said that I didn't like it, but I am using it simply because it just fits here. And we are heading over to the actual castle, and I love this. This is a picturesque moment for me. I love the trees on the side, the blue with a little bit of purple. It is just so aesthetically pleasing. I love this. And this is where Anna and Kristoff rule together as king and queen of Arendelle. Does Kristoff become king since Anna is the new queen? And on this side, I put Kristoff's sled, and I gave them a little spa since we got a bunch of these Norwegian items. I think a lot of people also had the same idea, and it just fits. You know, you're out in the cold, you want somewhere warm where you can just hang out and eat a bunch of pastries. So this is their little spa area. And back here are the cherry trees. I don't like how uniform they look, but I didn't know what else to do with them, so I kind of just stuck them here. And I don't know what else I'm going to do back here. But this is another instance where I just don't really know what else is going on in this biome. And depending on the story and the characters, that's how I form my decorations. And then over this bridge, I have my little snowman family. We have an igloo. We have this cloud with snowflakes falling. This is the reward from Olaf's quest, and they just look so happy. And right behind it, I put Goofy's stall and more balloon arches. I just really love the balloon arches, even though they're a pain to make. And the rest of it is empty. This side is pretty empty, but I did decorate the well here. I just wanted to make it a little bit more pretty and enchanting, and it looks especially enchanting in front of that secret door where we found Olaf. And I just wanted this to be a cute little magical screenshot moment, but I might rearrange this again depending on what characters they add, and if those characters even belong in this biome. But as far as the rest of it right now, it is empty. Now we are going to shoot across to the glades. Over here is Mother Gothel's house, and she is my least favorite character right now. I just really don't like her, so I didn't want to do too many beautiful things around her house. I wanted it to look really creepy and have dry, scary looking plants. So right now I just have this pathway to her house. And then back here I just decorated around Goofy's stall. I used those stones again. They're just really easy to decorate with. And this is where I put the lemon trees and cocoa beans. And here are the coffee bushes. And right over here, I have a couch surrounded by thorns. And I wanted this to have a very creepy look. Although Goofy's stall ruins it a little bit, so I might move him. But I do love this angle where you can see Mother Gothel's house above the trees. And you can see these thorns surrounding you. And even though this couch is meant to be indoors, aesthetically, I thought it just really fit here because it has this very old antique look, like someone threw it away and left it in the swamp. And then we are heading over to Ursula's house. Ursula, come follow me to your house. So over here, I wanted this to have the opposite aesthetic of Ariel's. I wanted these plants to look really dry and dehydrated, and I also wanted to utilize a lot of Ursula themed furniture, so I added this mirror here, and it looks like one of those mirrors that have been left underwater for a while, and then when you resurface it, it has all kinds of smudges and barnacles on it. I don't know what it is about mirrors in certain scenarios. They just look really creepy. And then back here is her actual house. I really hate these pieces of wood that spawn here. I wish we could have some kind of option to turn that off. But this is my mini Ursula living room. This is where you can sit with her and make a deal with her. This is her consulting room. I do love this area. I love how creepy it looks, and it really fits her aesthetic and her personality. And then over here are these beautiful glistening dragon fruit trees. I thought that they belonged in the glades the best because the glades kind of have this hazy, swampy look. And these kind of remind me of the Princess and the Frog, the little lightning bugs in the movie. And when they add her in the game, she is definitely going to live here, and I'm going to decorate her house with these glowing dragon fruit trees. And as far as the rest of the glades, it is empty, and we're just gonna have to watch and see who they release. And now let's head over to Sunlit Plateau. This is one of my favorite areas because it is so colorful. We're gonna start with Scar's house. So over here, again with these pieces of wood, they ruin everything. I wanted to give his house a very barren appearance, very dry and bony. So I used these antelope bones as kind of a barrier. I actually think he's stuck here because he can't walk over these stones, even though you can just sidestep. Come on, Scar, follow me. And this rock actually belongs to Scar. I think this is called Scar's lounging rock or something like that. And the stove, I wanted to make more of this because I wanted to lay it out all over this area. But for some reason, I can't buy another one from Scrooge and I can't make it. So I think we only get one, which is really weird because for everything else, you can buy more. But I did want to keep Scar here. I didn't want to move him because I thought that this was actually the perfect spot for him. And when you walk in far enough, it gets really foggy and dark. You know what? I feel bad that he's stuck, so I'm just gonna remove these. There you go. And I use these sinister trees to give it an archway. Sometimes you can use the trees as a natural archway. And then over here is one of my favorite designs, which is Mirabelle's house. You can already see how cute her house looks between these two trees. Perfectly framed, beautiful screenshot moment. And this is just a little resting area with a cute little story to tell. You can sit here and feed the hummingbirds, play the guitar, eat some fruits, and I added another bench on this side and also on this side just for symmetry. And then we get to Mirabelle's house. I didn't do too much here because her house is already super gorgeous and super decorated, but I did add a couple furniture items. Here is her basket of toys and other fun stuff. And then I have this colorful painted clock, which I thought really fit her aesthetic. And again, Wally's bike makes another appearance. And a piñata. The piñata definitely belongs here. It's super vibrant, super fun. And I added a couple waterfalls on the side to make it extra pretty. And of course, we have this banner. I really love archways and banners to transition from one area to another. And then back here, I have Goofy's stall. Nothing really interesting here. I might start a little tiny farm. That way Mirabelle can have a farm behind her house. And then we get to the king and queen themselves, Simba and Nala's house. Pride Rock, surrounded by gorgeous waterfalls. I wanted this area to look super lush, full of life, the exact opposite of Scar's house. And I also put them on the opposite ends of each other. I still want to honor their story, like they obviously wouldn't live next to each other. And I do love utilizing furniture that belongs with that character. So over here, we have several Lion King furniture. I love using this couch. It's also really vibrant and gorgeous. And this giraffe lamp. I could have sworn this lamp, once upon a time, had actual giraffe spots, and now it doesn't. And these little cat figurines are from the Nala quest. And I thought they belonged here because she is the queen, so these are kind of guarding her palace. And then we have the cute little Simba light. Can I turn this on? Oh, so cute. And because I love symmetry, I did the same thing on this side. I need to get rid of this. A lot of these things that pop up kind of ruin the aesthetic. And that is it for Sunlit Plateau. Again, same as all the other biomes. Lots of extra space here. We don't know who's coming. We don't know who belongs in this biome, so we're just gonna leave it at that. And we are heading over to the last biome, which is Forgotten Lands. And this has absolutely nothing but my pumpkins. I have probably around 700 pumpkins, and I pretty much farm them whenever I can. I love being rich in the game because I hate struggling to buy items. I am a decorator and I want to make sure that I can get every piece of furniture that pops up at Scrooge's store. So this area is pretty much just dedicated to my pumpkins. And I didn't really bother decorating the rest of it because of this fire that we have yet to get rid of. I did decorate the pumpkin house a little bit. I added more pumpkins around it to make it extra obvious that it's a pumpkin house, and just added some creepy plants around it. And that's pretty much it. The rest of it, I didn't really do anything. This is my farming area, and it's probably gonna stay this way. And now we are just gonna do a quick tour of my valley at night, so you guys can see all the pretty lights. We are starting with my house. The castle has gorgeous ambient light from the windows, super pretty, and these little lamps that I put on the ground as well. And then over here, Ariel is enjoying my little tea party. The candles and the little clock back there just give it this really nice glow. And we are heading over out here where we can see more ambient light coming from the houses and the light posts. It's just so pretty. And then heading over to my theme park, which is the prettiest because it's the most decorated one in my valley. Here is my teacup ride with the Mickey Ferris wheel. Here's Woody's house, illuminated. And here's Dumbo's ride, also illuminated. And the buildings, of course, I just really love the light coming from the buildings. It just looks very natural and pretty. I know this is a cartoonish game, but I love the little touch of realism that they add. And then here is Ariel's house. Look at the little anemones and sea life and these trees. It looks like I'm on Pandora. I'm an avatar. I'm blue. So beautiful. And these water lilies. So gorgeous. This is my favorite area. I think Ariel actually got the best furniture, the best decor. Everything just glows and her house glows so beautifully. And on this side, all the way to Eric's house, I added these candles. And behind his house, I added these two light posts just to add light everywhere. I also didn't know that this ship lit up. That's really cute. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful. And then heading over here to Buzz's RV. Little bit of light coming through from his RV, not too many lights. I didn't put a whole lot of lights here. And here is Moana's house, the torches all lit up. Very cozy. I love this. And then in the Forest of Valor, my little goofy stall area here. And I wanted to add green lights to give it a very forest feel. A little bit eerie, but a little bit cozy too. And here is Elsa's cave. The purple lights just add that extra touch of magic and mystery. And these crystals do glow a little bit. You can see them glowing. They are so pretty. And here is Anna's castle. I swear nighttime makes everything so much prettier. Look at that. Screenshot moment. You guys know I love my screenshot moments. And my well here, right in front of that secret door. It just looks so magical. And here's my little snowman family. This guy glows a little bit. I actually didn't know that. That's cute. And the cloud here glows ever so slightly. And here's the glades. Nothing really super exciting here. I feel like in the future, I'll add more lights so it looks a little bit more mystical at night. These trees are such a great addition to the game. Look how gorgeous they are. I need these trees in my backyard. Let's head over to Ursula's lair. I can already see how gorgeous it looks from here. The way the mouth is glowing. Look at it, so mysterious. It's actually too pretty to be scary. I wish this mirror had some kind of glowing effect too. And then we have Scar's area. It's just very dark in here. The only thing that glows is this stove. But this is kind of canon because he lives in darkness. He's been banished. And then we see Mirabelle's beautiful house with the gorgeous, gorgeous windows. And I added some pink lights to match the little pink aesthetics of her house. And then we get to Pride Rock where we see a couple lights, the giraffe lights on the sides, and Simba lighting the way. The waterfalls kind of glow a little bit, but not really. And here's just the pumpkin house. There's really nothing else to show in this biome, but I just want to show this real quick because this is where I take a lot of my screenshots when I'm showing off a custom outfit that I made. So I just added a couple candles to give it more glow at night. I'm just gonna do a zoomed out version so you guys can see the whole thing from afar. And as you guys can see on this side, the upper right hand corner, I am at 2,700 items. I am only 300 items away from hitting that limit. So right now I've stopped decorating. I don't know who else is coming, and I still want space for the items to spawn, like the wood and flowers and stuff. So for now, I'm leaving it at that. And this is Peaceful Meadow, bird's eye view. I really love the symmetry of this middle part here. I just love a clean, symmetrical look all around. And over here is Wally's area. And then this is my house, of course. I like everything to look good from every angle, whether it's bird's eye, I like symmetry, or if you're at ground level, whatever it is. I just need everything to look good from every angle. And here is Merlin's house. And then up these stairs, you guys have seen my plaza, the one and only decorated, fully decorated biome. So here she is with all the rides, Disney rides. And then let's head over to Dazzle Beach. This is Ariel's house. And I really love how the path just kind of snakes along here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Some of those stones are disappearing. There we go. Here is Prince Eric's castle, sushi buffet, and we are heading over to Buzz's RV. Lots of space here that still needs to be decorated, but don't really know what to do with that yet. Moana's boat with all the trees around it. So this is her actual boat. And around it are just a bunch of trees that I put there. And this is her house. It's really pretty from this angle. And then let's head over to Forest of Valor. This is just the cute little area that I decorated. Everything else empty, barren, boring. And this is Anna's house. Love this. Here's Elsa's. And everything else empty. Once again, I really hate seeing empty spaces like that. It just makes it feel incomplete. I just have to be patient. Moving on to the glades. I feel like the glades looks really messy, which is kind of my intention. I wanted to use really creepy plants here, but also the things that spawn around it just look really chaotic, like all these mushrooms. Speaking of mushrooms, do you guys remember in the Lion King update, they announced that we would get mushroom-themed furniture from Scrooge? And it has yet to happen. I have not seen one mushroom-themed furniture. This is Mother Gothel's house fully zoomed out, and a lot of people thought she lived here, but this is actually where she lives. I guess she climbs all the way up here. These are the dragon fruit trees, and we are heading over to Ursula's house. That's Ursula's house. Oh, and I also added these water lilies back there. I can probably remove some though, just to get some of these items back in the item limit. And we are heading over to Sunlit Plateau. Another one that looks pretty chaotic, just with a natural spawning of things. I really can't stand these night thorns. So this is Scar's area. I wanted to give a nice little barrier here with these antelope bones. His house looks really cool actually. And these sinister trees make a good transition from this area to Forgotten Lands. And here is Mirabelle's beautiful house. So colorful and vibrant. And we head over to Pride Rock. I wish Pride Rock was a little bit bigger. It's hard to see this iconic little platform that sticks out where they raise Simba in the air. I wish it was just a little bit bigger, but here it is zoomed out, super lush and full of life. And then we get to Forgotten Lands with all of my pumpkins. And that's pretty much all there is here. And that is the tour of my valley. I'm gonna do multiple of these as I build my valley out more and more, and as they add more and more characters. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, and I hope that I gave you some really good ideas for your valley. And thank you guys for watching.